Hello, hello, my loves. How is everyone doing today? OMG. Okay, last time we did habits from the big goals, and now I've gone ahead and taken those habits and broken it down into a habit tracker for daily habits, weekly habits, bi weekly habits, and monthly habits. It just makes it a lot easier for me when I'm actually doing my planning. Okay, so let's just do a little quick run through. For my daily habits, I've got strength training or walking 10K steps, tracking calories every day, tracking my protein every day. Very simple, very easy, very doable. For back and knee pain, I want 5 minutes of mobility. This is basically stretching that I want before and after working out or before and after waking up, right? So, sorry, what I mean is after waking up and before going to sleep. Glute and core activation on training days. I just kind of put this here because I just want to be intentional about this and make sure that I'm remembering that this is my focus and I want to use a massage gun after workout. Not every workout, but majority of them. For dark circles, my aim is to sleep 8 hours per day, use SPF and vitamin C, stay hydrated, and reduce late night screen time. For gum health, I'll be flossing every day, using my electronic toothbrush, and using a mouthwash morning and night. Self care supplements that I'd like to take on a daily basis are multivitamin, magnesium, B12, and vitamin D. Okay, let's come to the weekly habits now. One planned treat meal tracked, right? So this is for my weight loss goal. So you'll see like the major goals will be in each of the categories, right? Not every goal is going to repeat. Like, for example, back and knee pain is not repeating the weekly. There are things that I'm doing daily, but there might be other goals that are repeating. Okay, so for weight balance, which is basically weight loss and toning, one planned treat meal. For nutrition, once a week on Fridays, I'll meal plan. Once a week on Saturdays, I'll grocery shop. And meal prep, this is twice a week, but really the bulk is on Sundays. So I just put it in the weekly habits section. For hair health, I want to oil hair once a week, use heat only once a week, use leave-in after every wash. So because I'm trying to wash my hair 1 to 2 times a week, this is usually twice a week, but again, it's not going to be in the daily. So weekly is the category that it fits in the best. And then of course, sleep on a, this can actually go in the daily, but I put it in the weekly because I was like, okay, I'm going to remember to change my pillowcases weekly. I'm going to leave it here for now, especially because daily does not have a hair health section. Moving on. Love, self-work. So I want to read a relationship book weekly. I didn't put how many chapters because I don't want to pressure myself right now. I'm going to do a whole reading goal later. Videos coming up soon because there's a whole reading general goal in life that I want to do, and I kind of want to do a book a month type goal thing that's kind of separate from this. These are goals more for, yeah, it's a separate thing. Okay. Back on track before I ramble on too far. Read relationship book weekly. Observe patterns, not promises. Date with clarity, not fantasy. Again, these are just reminders, not like I'm going to work on it every week, but because I'll be going through this checklist every week, good reminders to have. Hormones, I just thought, I can try to focus my meal plan on one anti-inflammatory meal a week. And then, of course, I'll be tracking my symptoms and doing cycle syncing when it's that time of the month. Okay, dark circles, I would like to do a weekly homemade remedy. And for self-care, I'd like to do a weekly face mask. Okay, coming to our bi-weekly habits. So again, you see hair health here because I would like to deep condition treatment every 2 weeks. Self-care, I'd like to get my brows done every 2 weeks. And do a natural gum strengthening remedy or something, or just be researching till I know what I'm doing for the dental health. Bi-weekly is very, very simple. Monthly habits, love self-work, Oops, that's not supposed to be a checkbox. Review what I bring and what I need list. Again, refreshers on a monthly basis, especially when you're dating. I don't know, you can get lost in it. I definitely tend to get lost in it. You've been dating this person, you start thinking about them. It's like, okay, let's have some gentle reminders of where I'm at. And then again, answering 2 to 3 questions or just reviewing the answers to the 2 to 3 questions from my questionnaire. Again, just to keep me in check mentally. All right, for fitness progress, I would like to take measurements once a month, progress photos once a month, and check clothing fit. I don't want to rely too much on the numbers either. Numbers are really, really important, but what I really want to feel is confidence in my own skin. And, when I'm getting ready, like, how am I feeling? How are the clothes fitting? Am I tugging? Am I pulling? Or am I feeling like a rock star? You know what I mean? All right. Nutrition. I want to review my grocery spending and meal prep habits. See what went right, what went wrong, what worked, what didn't work, how much am I spending, what am I spending on, what do I need, etc., etc. So, a good review just to kind of see how the month went. Decide if the supplements are helping and if I need to keep taking them. This is something I definitely want to keep an eye on. And designing a new menu plan. Like I said, I get bored easily and I want to keep things interesting and exciting. I don't want my weight loss to be not successful because I haven't made it interesting enough. So I definitely want to put in the effort to find new recipes and all of that so that I'm keeping it exciting. Okay, hormones, adjust food and movement according to cycle syncing. I am not going to be doing hardcore workouts during that time of the month. It just does not work for me. So that is basically what I mean with this. Also, adjust food, like cold foods are not really period friendly for myself. They can be great for other people. I'm not sure. I'm just saying for myself, I know I tend to do better eating warmer foods, more comforting foods. So I'm just going to be adjusting this. So I'll just kind of review that once a month and, plan it once a month. Review gum sensitivity, dental routines. This is just like, it's there. Again, like I said, this is a very small, minor goal, but it's just something I wanted to be mindful of. So it's here. And then again, for the self care, as you can see, self care I think is like in every single type of habit, right? Daily, weekly, bi weekly, and monthly. So for the monthly, we just have our monthly nails. So this is just what I did from last time. Last time we turned goals into habits, and this time I just went one step further and broke those habits down into daily, weekly, bi weekly, and monthly, just so that when I'm doing my planning, which is coming up next, I know exactly what I'm doing when. I can organize my month, my weeks, my days, and that just makes it that much simpler to actually achieve my goals. So, really looking forward to this. Hope it helps. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Have a great time, you guys. I will see you next time. Bye bye.